Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss about my idea. It is about an open source tool called CI/CD Notebook. So what is this tool about? Well, it is just an exploration editor like Jupyter Notebook, but for CI/CD. Now, the first question will be, why should we use this tool? Okay, so imagine that we have 5 jobs when we want to create a CI/CD pipeline. And then the first job is, we run that pipeline. And as you can see here, the jobs consist of these jobs, build unit tests, functional tests, and so on. So we run it, and then the build job successful, and then the unit test successful. So moving on to the functional test. However, the functional test doesn't success, so it fails. And then, well, because of this event, the developer just fix it. And so we start all over again when we want to start the pipeline, right? So from build and then unit test. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention that the error is script error, not job error. So I mean, it is in the very first stage of creating a CI/CD pipeline. So yeah, so I mean, it has these problems. This error has been fixed. So moving on to the security test job, and it turns out there is also an error here, and because of that, the DevOps should solve this problem and start all over again. Now look here, it is quite a hassle, right? I mean, it is a waste of time when we have to start the pipeline from the first job again, from the build job again. So, well, personally, I hope that I could fix this job, by just, solving that script error and start from that script error or start from this job. And then after that, it it could, move on to the next job instead of, start all over again from the build job. And that's what this tool trying to solve. So in summary, there are two advantages about why we should use this tool. The first one is so the DevOps doesn't have to start from the first job. And the second is the DevOps can start from the fixed error scripts. Okay, that's the advantages. Now, I want to discuss about how this system works, how this tool works. Let's start with the system architecture. It is simple, only front end and back end, no database. So so you see, the file we just the tool just import some kind of type of file, and then it it process, it we place with that file, and after we have done, creating the pipeline, so we export it, and it will become, maybe a GitLab CIML or Travis YML, uh, Travis YML, and so on. So that's the system architecture. Now, I want to discuss how the front end works. So I'm gonna move to the, product to the wireframe to so okay, so here is the wireframe. I just want to show you how the application flow works. It starts with creating a new notebook, and click here, and then you can name the notebook, of course, and also there is this button, and we click this button, and it will prompt us a form, So in that form, we fill up the name and the image of that job. In this example, it will be built and the image is Node.js with the latest version, and then create the job. And after that, it will show, this circle, build job. And if we click this job, it will bring us to this page, this page that looks like a Jupyter notebook. And then just like Jupyter notebook, if we want to run a command up and from top to bottom, and yeah, of course we can do it. And if we only want to start, command by command or a group of commands like so, it also it also able to do that. And if somehow the error is here, then we don't have to start all over again from npm install because the error is here. And so that's how it works. And just like I said before, if we have done creating the pipeline, we just export it into, a certain yeah, YML file that the the CI/CD machine requires. So that's how the front end works. Okay, so I have done discussing the front end. Now we discuss the back end. So there are two cases about how this back end would work. So the first case is when we run the Docker image, and the second one is when we run the Docker command. Okay, so let's start with running the Docker image. So it is very, very simple. We just only have to, you know, the backend engine only have to run such as Docker run, blah blah blah, and then the kernel, of course, will run the image based on the command, and then after the image is done, the backend could know it, could check it by health check. And if it is ready, then the backend would tell the user that the image is ready and the user can use it. That's for the first case. Now for the second case about, running a Docker command, well, also simple. Just the backend engine only has to run such as Docker exec min ti container name and then the command. Yeah. So that's how the backend engine run the Docker command. And I guess that's, knowing this concept, it this tool could work just like the way we intend it to be. So that's all. I think it is not really hard to understand. The concept is quite simple, and I hope you understand. So yeah, that's it, I guess. So that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. Uh, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.